Love Ki Ghanti 1. You can't decide when it rings. Written by Mr. Deepak Satya. Chapter 23. The Air of the University. As far as I remember, you said that you had been wandering all your life. But just a few days ago, you understood the importance of education. So now you want to study carefully. Am I right? The lecturer asked Raju while reminding him very lovingly. These words were very painful for Raju. These were the words that Raju himself said to all the lecturers who allowed him to hold regular classes without fees. I didn't hear the answer. Seeing Raju silent, the lecturer spoke again. It was clear that this lecturer was not going to leave Raju just like that. There was a solid reason behind his behavior. In ancient Bharat, education was available to everyone. But ever since Satan had taken possession of the minds of Bharatiyas, education was mainly taken over by two sections. When the British came to Bharat, they needed servants who knew how to understand, write and read English to do their work. Just then education came into the lives of some Bharatiyas, whose previous generations did not have the right to study. The British started educating Bharatiyas for their own benefit. Gradually, they captured Bharat. During the British rule, many such social warriors were born who took up the responsibility of providing education to the common people. These social warriors did not have swords and guns in their hands, but had pages and pens. These social warriors gave education to boys of every class, and also to girls of every class. They faced many atrocities, but remained engaged in the great work of spreading education among the common people throughout their lives. The effect of their sacrifices was that when Bharat became independent, the Bharatiya governments tried to provide education to all Bharatiyas at low prices by opening government schools, colleges, and universities. The result was that the lives of many sections improved. Despite all this, by the year 2012, there were millions of people in Bharat who found education useless. All over Bharat, lakhs of young men and women are admitted to colleges and universities every year, but their aim is not to acquire the education that millions of fighters had sacrificed to reach the common people. These are such young men and women whose aim is to live freely. These people do everything else except study in colleges and universities. For them, education means only degrees. Of course, the blame for this situation lies with the teachers as well as those foolish governments who allowed or helped the commercialization of education. Even in such an environment, there are some teachers in Bharat who love teaching children and want from their conscience that children should make Bharat better by getting an education. The lecturer who held Raju in the canteen was also such a teacher. During his tenure of so many years, that lecturer had seen very few students who were eager to get an education. Therefore, when Raju came to his class, he liked him very much. Now when Raju had stopped coming to his class, he was feeling very bad. This was the reason why he had come to meet Raju in the canteen, for the first time, on the pretext of eating something. While giving brief remarks about social warriors like Jyotirao Phule and Savitribai Phule, the lecturer made Raju cry. "Forgive me, sir," said Raju, holding the feet of his true teacher. Seeing this scene, all the students nearby were shocked. They all felt as if they were back in school because after going to college, students don't even say sorry. Touching the feet of teachers to apologize was a distant thing. While college students behave like this, it is the college teachers, i.e. lecturers and professors, who force them to behave like this. Lecturers and professors in most of the colleges and universities in Bharat mind their own business. That means they consider it their responsibility to give lectures. They feel that the lecture ends here, and the accountability ends there. The eyewitnesses who saw Raju falling at the feet of a university lecturer did not know that while most college lecturers limit their responsibility only to giving lectures, this gentleman, like a true teacher, was worried about Raju's future. He knew that like millions of ordinary children, Raju had also been spoiled by the air of the university. University ki hawa, the air of the university, or college ki hawa, the air of the college, is also a special phenomenon in itself that happens frequently. It has often been seen that children, who used to be quiet in school life, become talkative after going to university or college. Children, who used to be submissive during their school days, become domineering as shortly as they go to university or college. Children, who were considered padhaku, someone who keeps studying in school, go to universities and colleges and fall into the category of nalayak, someone who keeps running away from the study. Those children whose lives used to be home, school and tuition after being admitted to university or college, become crazy about parks, malls, cinema, theater, clubs, rivers, mountains, racing, and long drives. For those who do not take leave from their school days even when they have eye flu, their university and college attendance often gets shortened. The students, who used to know the names of the children of every teacher in the school, did not even know when they went to university and college as to which lecture would be held and which lecturer or professor would give which lecture. What I mean to say is that Bharatiya children have often been seen as spoiled after going to universities and colleges. Home and society expect that these people will become wise and responsible as they grow up, but exactly the opposite happens. Boys and girls become irresponsible after going to university or college. Everyone sees all this. Everyone also talks about this. They play the useless competition of whose children are more nalayak, yours or mine. But no one cares why children do this. Tell me, why does the air of the university or college spoil the kids?